So we're getting ready to do the dumpster fire section of our mystery knit along, and there's an unusual stitch there called basically a knit one, double yarn over, knit one into the same stitch. But before we get to that, you're going to knit 3 with your your background color that is going to be one of the C colors. So you knit 3, and then it says either join, if it isn't already joined, join your CC. So this red will be my CC today, and you're going to knit those 2 stitches together. And I did it this way because it gives you a nice little decorative dot there in your CC, but also because it helps anchor the CC there too before you do that funny stitch. So this is the one row out of this pattern that you have to use 2 strands of yarn on the same row. And it's really not that tough because it's not stockinette that you're working here. So you're going to pick up your main color, your background color there, and follow the directions. If it says knit 3, knit 5, knit 6, whatever, this is a tutorial here. Notice that I'm just dropping my background color and then picking up my CC. And you're going to knit into the stitch, but don't pull the stitch off of the needle. Yarn over 2 times. So see how I have 2 yarn over right there? So there's the first knit stitch, double yarn over, and then knit into the stitch again, but wrap the yarn in the opposite direction. This is kind of funky, but it's going to make your life much easier on the next row. So normally you would wind your yarn like that. I want you to wind it the other way and pull it through this way. And you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 strands now off of that 1 stitch right there. So 4 strands. Lift that. I'm just going to drop that and then pick up my background color and knit 3. 2, 3. Pick up your CC and knit 1, double yarn over, then knit into it again, but wrap the stitch around the opposite direction. Don't go like that, but rather go like this. And I'm just going to pick it through. It feels a little awkward at first, and then later on I found myself questioning, wait a minute, how do I normally wrap my yarn when I knit? I'm like, oh yeah, this is how it works. And notice I'm just picking them up this way. If you are an English style knitter, you can just pick it up and as needed. I don't recommend threading both with your left hand. I tried that myself. I am a continental knitter and I can do 2 strands at a time, but it made my little dumpster fire stitch a little too tight, and it didn't look as good as if I just picked it up and just gently knit 1, double yarn over, knit it again, but this time wrap it the other opposite direction. And you'll see why on the next row. Oops, almost went too far. Let's do one more. Knit 1, double yarn over, knit, only this time you're going to bring your yarn the opposite direction. And so it's almost like you're picking it that way, but make sure that you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches there. Okay, so knit your 3 stitches. Oh, do I have enough room for one more? Oh, I actually do have enough room. I planned this little swatch really well to do my slip, slip, knit 2 together with the CC, just like that. And I'll finish this row with a knit 3. How convenient of me to get just the right number of stitches for what I needed. So we have 4 dumpster fire stitches here. Actually, it's a lotus blossom sort of stitch. It can look like lots of things. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and these little dots here are our knit 2 togethers. Normally this stitch is only done in the round because on the next row, when we turn it over, we're only going to use your background color here. And, let's see, 1, 2, or 3, one of those, which means leaving your CC over here. So we are just going to cut it. If we were knitting in the round, we could just pick this up another time, but it can be done. I'm going to leave, it's about 4 inches or so to weave in later. And now what we're going to do is, what we will do, we're going to, on the wrong side, purl up to this first dumpster fire stitch here, and we're going to work these 2 together, slip the double yarn over, and then work these 2 together. And hopefully you'll be able to see why I had you wrap that last knit in the opposite direction, really the wrong direction, because it's going to make your purl 2 together through the back loops so much easier. So we'll just follow the directions here, knit 3, purl up to basically 1 stitch before that dumpster fire stitch. And now we're going to purl these 2 together through the back loops. Because I had you because I wrapped the yarn in the opposite direction, this stitch here won't be twisted. And the twist does not look as good, so we don't want it to be twisted. So I'll knit 2 together through the back loop, slip my double yarn over, like, let me get this yarn out of the way here. See how it's 2 loops? You don't have to slip one, then the other, just slip the whole thing all at once, like that. Oops. And then purl 2 together. Then purl 1. Sometimes I have to use my fingernail to pull that out there, but purl 2 together through the back loops, which is kind of a pain for knitters, but it's better, it's easier to do without twisting now that we wrapped that knit stitch in the opposite direction. There we go. If we had wrapped this stitch here in the correct direction, we would have to do a slip, slip, purl 2 together through the back loops, and that's a real pain in the butt. But mostly we don't want this red stitch, this CC stitch, to be twisted. This one in front of it, sure, that's going to twist, but you won't see that from the right side. And it looks really good. So I purled them together through the back loops, pull off that double yarn over like it's just 1 loop, and then purl those 2 together. Purl 1, purl 2 together through the back loops, like that. Slip that double yarn over like it's 1, and then purl 2 together. Oops, and that's just our decrease from the previous row. Okay, now the next 2 rows are basically just going to be stockinette stitch with whatever your background color is, C1, C2, C3. All right, so we're just going to knit, but I want to show you what this looks like when the lotus stitch is done. Yeah. And now I'll just knit that slipped stitch from previously, and it looks kind of like a little flame from the dumpster fire, just like that. Now of course we had to cut the CC because the next time we use it, it's going to be on the next right side row here, so it's going to have to be over here, so we'll rejoin it. So it gives you a couple of extra strands to have to weave in, but we can handle that. It's a multicolor project anyway, so we know we need to do that. So the next row, we'll just purl it back, but I just want you to see what that looks like. There we go. Oops, this one got a little tight, but I can fuss with that. But for the most part, we've got these nice little blossoms, these nice little bursts of flame right there. Oh, I can tighten that later. There we go. All right, have a great day and onward. Believe.